back again with another NBA 2K video. This time it's going to be the 1991-1992 NBA roster. I basically took MJ Wizard's roster because he finished his while I was working on another roster, and I didn't feel like going back through and doing a whole complete rebuild. So if you see most of these renders, it definitely came from NJ Wizards. Now, however, the Charles Barkley, that's my render. Like, I did a lot of tweaks to it. I did my own ratings. I did my own tendencies. I edited coach tendencies because coach tendencies matter a lot when you're playing the game, because coach tendencies pretty much dictate the gameplay. So like if you have them running a lot of plays, it'll cancel out a lot of the isolation plays. If you want to see your tendencies have a full effect on gameplay, just turn run plays down and then go out there and you'll start seeing like your tendencies have more of an effect. If you're someone who like to run through a system and keep it like realistic for the older eras, just kind of bump it up at least to like 40 maybe. That's what I do anyways. But I like to edit all these tendencies too. So when I say I'm editing coach tendencies, this is what I mean. Play style, whether they defend the paint or limit perimeter shot, whether they play physical defense or conservative, whether they run in transition, some crash, some run, or you just want to focus on rebounding teams, average tempo, shoot at will, patient offense if you want to play through your superstar or get to basket, get your shooters open. Get your shooters open is more like if you play with somebody like the Golden State Warriors, you want to get like Steph open or somebody, or feed the post, pick and roll offense, or you just want to focus on everything. That's what I mean by coach tendencies. And I go through all these: bench depth, how many people are going to be in rotation, how many minutes is the bench going to get, lineup performance factor. If somebody performs bad, are you going to replace them out the lineup? This is usually like for my NBA setting right here. Do you prioritize young players or do you prioritize old players? Do you prefer people that match your system, or can you just coach with anybody? What playbook do you like to use? And so I go through and do all that. Not only do I do that, I edit the tendencies. I go through, I edit the tendencies, try to get it as close as I can get to real life. And that way it gives me the best realistic gameplay. However, I try not to tweak too much because I want it to be more simulation style than arcade. I cannot stand the regular 2K arcade like play. It really works my nerves. Like trying to play a regular 2K roster with regular settings, with regular sliders, is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Like some people can play it and get by with it. Like for instance, the WNBA. Have y'all ever played the WNBA? Like just by no editing rosters, no editing tendencies, no editing sliders, nothing. Have y'all ever played it? It is horrible. Like it's almost unplayable. Like that is crazy. Anyways, but I went in and tweaked a lot of stuff. I didn't change too much because I like the way that he already had a lot of these players, and I'm not really too familiar with a lot of these players. So, I pretty much just edited the ones I knew and that I had, and I did the ratings, attributes, tendencies. I lowered a lot of them. Lowered their shooting ratings. Also, like the shot touch tendencies, I lowered a lot of them. Because I don't want them having like 70 down here and then they be having like 90 up here. Like, yeah, that's not realistic. Jesus, stop pushing buttons. Okay, so I also added in injuries, which I probably should have went with the injury-free one, but you know, you can unequip it if you want to play in like my NBA or whatever. I went back with the Jordan 1s. And Jordan might not have the correct, because I remember somebody saying like in the 96 and the 2002 roster, they was like Jordan doesn't have the right shoes. And I was like, okay, I get that. Which you can easily go in and change it yourself, whatever you want. I aged Larry Bird. And a lot of these might not be the correct shoes. I understand that. And what I mean by age Larry Bird, you can have him with the younger style or the older style, turning down his speed, his vertical like strength, things that really matter. Same thing with Kevin McHale. I just try to keep it as realistic to my liking, and if you don't like it, I mean, you could change it, you can edit it. I won't be offended if you find a better way to perfect rosters. I'm always open for criticism or constructive criticism. I'm open for someone to give me better ideas because I don't know everything, but I have been a 2K roster creator since 2K16, and I've been playing the game since 2K2. NBA Live, like the early lives. So yeah, I've been around for a while, but I really started taking roster creation seriously like around like 2K16, because usually I would just edit the rosters to my liking before that, just tweak ratings, positions, and stuff like that. Especially like on NBA Live 2005 or 2K6, 2K7, 2K8, 2K9. Usually I would just edit it for myself. But around like 2K16, I really just started like, hey, let me start doing rosters or whatever. But 2K21 is when I really came out and like started like putting my rosters out like on platforms. And 2K23 and 2K24 is when they really started gaining traction, and I started seeing like more downloads was popping up, more people was liking the rosters, because a lot of people want to relive these moments. They want to relive this gameplay, and what I'm starting to notice is a lot of people would prefer regular 2K ratings. They would prefer you to leave it alone so they could tweak it themselves, but I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it. It hurts my nerves to play with the regular 2K. And I mean, if you're a person that really just like realism, my rosters this year will give you more realism than the upcoming years will, because I'm gonna focus more on content than rosters. And I don't think y'all understand the way I do rosters. It take 3-4 weeks to get one roster out, but now the community has more people coming out. Like Pete told, he puts out a lot of good rosters where it has missing players and adding coaches, and I seen like Shua Yoda, I think that's how you say it, Shua Joda. He's got it where you could get like a lot of PC content. TG So Good, I think that's his name, TG So Good. He has a lot of the old renders brought back. So yeah, it's a lot more help in this year's game. But like I said, this is originally like MJ Wizards roster. I just tweaked it a lot. Went through, added some of my own renders in. I went through and did my own editing, like attributes, positions, speed, like tweaking the ratings to my liking. So yeah, I really hope y'all really like this and enjoy it. You could take the injuries off, but I promise you, Magic Johnson is going to play like Magic Johnson. And I really wish Magic Johnson could have played this year, because I feel like if Magic Johnson would have been healthy this year, I feel like the Los Angeles Lakers would have won this year. If he would have been like completely healthy, I believe the Lakers would have won this year. And Jordan probably would have never got a three-peat. But that's my opinion. I really like this Orlando Magic team too. Nick Anderson was a dog. He was a walking bucket. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoy it. Oh, this is my Reggie Miller too. This is my creation. And if you want to know how to get Reggie Miller, you can either download my roster, or you can go down here. Oh my God. Okay, right here. And you can play your DNA it, or you can download them from my roster just with export player. Not export, import, then export on your roster. So, and like I said, Isaiah Thomas was like one of my favorite players. One of the first people that I really like fell in love with his game, liked his game, liked his style. I really feel like the league didn't do him a lot of justice when Jordan started upcoming. But yeah, if y'all want me to, well, nah, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoy this roster. I mean, I'm not gonna, well, I always say I'm not gonna do it, but then I end up doing it. And y'all may say the ratings are too high, but I mean, what 2K do we have to go off of to say if the ratings is too high or they're not? I mean, I pretty much went off perception. Clyde Drexler was a dog. I mean, Chris Mullin was, one of them ones. Tim Hardaway was one of them ones. And I don't think I really did too much with the free agency. I did like their ratings and some of the tendencies, but I didn't really go through and like add all the free agents. He had some that was already in the free agency, so I just pretty much tweaked it, and I deleted a lot of the extra ones because I don't like really having a too big free agency pool. So yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll be coming with more roster content. I still got a lot more of my rosters that I did this year to get out to you guys. So stay tuned throughout the week. Please like, share, and subscribe or whatever. And have a good day.